Crews searched for hours off of the coast of Little Compton for two missing fishermen. Authorities called off the search for the day after 6 hours. NBC 10's Aaron Coogan has the latest.
Well, Sam, we watched for hours as Coast Guard crews and local Little Compton rescue teams circled this beach for hours. Witnesses tell us fishermen were standing on this large rock when one of them slipped and went crashing into the water below.
So we came down and we saw one gentleman standing on top of the rock behind me, screaming and yelling, waving his hands.
An early morning cast into seemingly calm waters off Tappan's Beach in Little Compton takes a devastating turn.
We figured obviously someone had gone over into the water, and there was just nobody around. There's no lifeguards at that time in the morning.
Neighbors tell NBC 10, while not a widely known spot other than to area locals, it's off these large rocks protruding over the water that fishermen will set up their rods.
Most of the guys that come here and fish the rocks are pretty regular people. I mean, I think most of us, would know them by sight.
It was just after 8 this morning that lifelong Little Compton resident Bill Lancaster says he was walking with his son on the beach when he heard the screams.
They were out on the smaller rocks out there, and then 2 or 3 of them were on top of the rock. And I think what happened, if you look at the rocks as they are, they have a black algae on them. And it's very possible, because we're very used to it, you can slip very easily off those rocks.
Lancaster says he was there as the one other couple on the beach called 911. Little Compton rescue crews tell NBC 10 the search was actually called for 2 missing people. Neighbors say from their understanding, after one fisherman had fallen in, another jumped in to help. Neither man resurfaced.
Things do happen on the beach. There's currents and sometimes, people who aren't that good at swimming, can run into trouble.
Our crews were there as rescue teams navigated boats back and forth along the coastline. Heavy early morning fog, though, leading to less than ideal conditions on the water. Friends and family of the 2 victims soon gathered on the shore, where they remained as the search continued for hours. Again, we do know the search was called off at least for today around 3:30 this afternoon. No word from Coast Guard or from those local rescue teams tonight as to the status of that search. Of course, as more information comes into our newsroom, we're going to have it right here online and on air at turnto10.com. We're in Little Compton. Aaron Coogan, NBC 10 News.